Hey guys, Thoughts Fired here. I just want to take a second to kind of delve into the idea. I don't know who the quote's from, but the whole the truth will set you free thing. I think that's a profound statement, and I'm going to try to explain why I think that, because it's really more in depth than you would think it is as someone who doesn't think about stuff, I guess. So the truth will set you free essentially means that if you're looking at the truth, then you can literally use logic to make everything work out in your favor. So the truth will set you free, to me, applied to say, like, you don't know how to pay your bills. Okay, that's something that a lot of people have to deal with, right? You eventually have to learn how to pay your bills and be an adult. And if you're being lied to or lying to yourself, saying that, oh, it's because I'm too young and I can't figure it out, or let's see, I don't make enough money, when you actually, if you add up the math, you technically do. Just don't feel it. I don't know why, but I can't, you know. The truth would be that you have this emotion that doesn't help you to make the right decision, right? So this emotion would be coming from something completely unrelated, something like, say as a child, you taught yourself and were taught to buy things just to make you happy, just to fill that little void, you know, the void that we all have here in America, this awesome country. There's the decision that you make that fulfills some future goal that's long-term, that's actually beneficial, and then there's the decision that you make that just satisfies, you know, your little craving right now. Sort of like smoking a cigarette when you want to quit, you know what I mean? And so it's like that. You teach yourself some bad habits, and that's just the way that she goes sometimes. But then the truth of the matter would be to think, oh, when I was a kid, I learned some bad habits that taught me to spend money in this way, and now my brain naturally performs this function that it learned from living real life. I mean, that's just what happens. Now, if you want to change your situation, you have to be aware of the fact that you're under control. You have to be under control, and if you let it go on autopilot, it's not gonna just assume responsibility for you and do things for you. Like your life, you can't live it on autopilot if you really want to set goals and make dreams happen. And just another thing is the truth being that someone who's screaming in your face at a bar or something, well, the truth is not that they're better than you, and not that they're much happier than you in life, and not that they have all of their shit figured out so now they can judge you. The truth is that they're screaming in your face because they also feel the void, and they just happen to feel it a lot stronger than you do, and they're really trying to defend their ego. And the ego is just this puppet. Here's the void to me, is that there's every one of us is interconnected, and we love each other. On a soul level, we do. When people love your ego, they don't love you, and you don't get to feel the real feeling of love, like, God, this life is amazing. You don't get to feel that because you're faking it. Because people are reacting to something that's not you. It's this fake thing that you've done to trick people. Their love, the energy, the love, the abundance is here. It is right in front of you. It is all around you, but you don't get to feel it because you put on this puppet, this dance show for people to see, and it's unfortunate. It is. But the truth that can set you free in that situation is you realizing, this is my ego, this is not me, and I can't feel genuine love and compassion through this ego. This ego is fake. It was built to protect me, but it is not necessary. You have to understand where the ego came from. Because the fact is you wouldn't have an ego if it wasn't beneficial to you at some point in your life. The feelings that you have, the emotions that you have are logically there for a reason. They are mathematically, they deserve to be there. Something has happened that they fixed it, okay? That's the whole point, is that all your suffering is coming from negligence of learning the lessons that were presented to you in the past that you could have learned from, that you were, I wouldn't say you were being lazy. You didn't do it because of, you know, whatever happened in that time period that put you in a situation where you didn't feel like you had the energy, or you felt humiliated, or you just couldn't get up and get back on that horse. And that horse is trusting people, you know. Sometimes you get betrayed in life, and it sucks, and it hurts really bad, actually. And sometimes you just need to stop and say, why do I feel this way? Why do I think that this happened? And once you understand, all suffering goes away. Suffering comes from a place of ignorance, and ignorance creates fear, because if you don't know what's in the dark, then you're afraid of the dark, right? So the only time that you get over your fear of the dark is when you get old enough to realize nothing is in the dark. There's nothing in there. It's no different from when there's light, you just can't see it, right? So fear comes from ignorance, which comes from in my mind, a little bit of cognitive laziness, a little bit of feelings maybe of self-doubt, of lack of energy, of lack of abundance in this world. And there's no lack. Everything that's happened comes from abundance, but it's you creating a shitty situation that looks like there is no abundance, but it's coming from abundance to create something like that. You see? The truth will set you free, and you just gotta sit there, and when you feel shitty, don't blame yourself. Just stop and think, why do I feel shitty? It's okay that I feel shitty. I feel shitty for a good reason. Damn it. I deserve to feel shitty. No one can take that from you. That is your damn right to feel shitty if something bad happens, regardless of who it is, regardless of what they said, regardless of what happened, regardless of who you thought you were. You're not technically actually happening. That is the truth. And if you understand that, all suffering subsides. That's the truth. That's the way it is. It's been I don't know exactly how much further to go on this. I guess if you can think any ideas that maybe we could toss around together and discuss, let me know. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Get the word out. I'm going to try to get better at this as I go. And thanks. Have a good one, guys.